If you're frustrated with your sex life, you're struggling to improve it, but you're trying, you got to give yourself credit where credit's due. It's really going to help you out. Let me explain why. Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Ganowski, sexologist and sex coach for men. I've been working with men specifically for 6+ years now, helping hundreds of them improve their dick-related issues and also their sex communication issues with their female partner. I understand how uncomfortable sex conversations can be and dealing with a sex challenge with your partner and how awkward it can be. It could be sometimes embarrassing and you feel rejected when your questions aren't answered or when they're met with any sort of criticism. Like there's so much that goes into trying to save your sex relationship when you're struggling with it. And it's hard. But what you have to do to keep you carrying on and keep you going is notice the little changes you're making and call those things out. You know, I tell my clients to keep a journal of sex wins. And this is something that just helps keep them focused. You're basically just taking note of the progress you're making in your relationship in the little ways each day. Maybe a sex win looks like we hugged each other for like 10 seconds today and we've never done that. We haven't done that in months or years. Maybe it's a conversation you had where both of you might have been upset it might have been a hard conversation to have, but you had it. You did it. You show yourself, wow, okay, I took another step. We did this. Maybe it's you just verbalizing to your partner like, hey, I just want you to know I really appreciate when you did this for me the other day. I know you were really tired and drained, so I appreciate you. And then your partner was receptive and was like, oh, wow, yeah, you're welcome. Like that's another progress point. Oftentimes when you want sex so bad, all you're thinking is like the only win would be us having sex. When instead you have to think the wins are the steps that are getting you closer to sex. That's at least what's going to create a sustainable sex life is when you're focused on what are the day-to-day interactions looking like? How are those changing for the better that shows more and more intimacy? Because if the little daily interactions are showing more and more intimacy, that means sex is coming. Okay. And it's much more sustainable for you to change those tiny day-to-day interactions and notice the progress there, verbalize the progress to your partner, than for you to just all of a sudden get laid and then you never get laid for the next year. You know what I mean? Like you want to focus on the little things that build intimacy because you know that eventually you get to the point where you're more comfortable talking about sex. You're more likely to have sex because you're building all this intimacy and it's more sustainable for your future. Always call out the little progress points. It helps you to stay on track. It helps you to not get so frustrated or down on yourself or down on your partner. And it helps you to keep going. All right. You'll feel more confident. You'll feel like, okay, we're moving here. Growth feels good. So I hope that gives you a new perspective maybe on the trajectory of your sex life and improving it. And I wish you the best. If you're looking for more one-on-one support with your sex life, you can apply to work with me in the description of this video. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.